What comes to your mind when you hear Central America? For me, I think it's the weather. I would love a nice tropical weather. Especially it's kind of getting colder here in Canada. Then I think about the beaches. Oh, the beautiful blue ocean or the Caribbean Sea and the white sandy beaches. Then the Mayan culture. You cannot deny that. And then, oh, their colorful building. That's a lot to think about. Then, you had to also think about the nature. Volcanoes, rainforest, then the hurricane and the thunderstorm. Also, we cannot forget the troubles some of the countries are going through due to violence and poverty. All in all, for me, Central America is a very interesting place in the world. Hello, welcome to Geography Nuts. Have you subscribed yet? If not, could you please click the subscribe button? It doesn't cost you anything, but it would mean a world to us. Thank you. Let's look at Central America. Please watch until the end. We are going to put some fascinating facts about Central America, especially the one between Honduras and El Salvador. I don't want you to miss. So let's look at this question. Which one is not a continent? A. Central America, B. Africa, C. South America, D. Australia. Take a minute. Did you answer Central America? Then good, you know your continent. I posted this question in some other Facebook group. You have no idea how many people got it wrong. Because people think North America is a continent, South America is a continent, so Central America sounds like a continent. But it's not. It is part of the North America. Central America is the sub-region of North America. Mexico. Is Mexico part of Central America? It's a question that some people ask. So let's look at Encyclopedia Britannica or dictionaries. They define Central America as the southern region of North America lying between Mexico and South America. So Mexico is not part of Central America. Some geologists and physical geographers extend the northern boundary of the Central America to Isthmus of Tehuantepec in Mexico, which would mean that a small portion of Mexico is in Central America. Since that is only a small tiny portion of Mexico, Mexico is not considered part of Central America. This is the Central American region in North America. 7 countries are located in Central America: Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. Smallest country by size is El Salvador, but Belize is just a little bit bigger than El Salvador, and the largest country is Nicaragua. Belize is the least populous country with just below 400,000 people, and Guatemala is the most populous country with over 17 million people. GDP is the best way to measure the economy of a country. So especially the GDP, PPP, purchasing power parity, is a true measure or somewhat of a true measure that we have right now. So if you look at Nicaragua, it's over $3,000, and Panama is the richest country with $17,000, almost $18,000. But these numbers are extremely low. People are living between $3,000 and $17,000 per year. If you compare that amount to the United States, almost $63,000, this is extremely low amount of money people are surviving on. Let's look at Guatemala. Capital city is Guatemala City. You cannot mention Guatemala City and not talk about sinkholes. These sinkholes are normally caused by underground rivers. They erode the bedrock that the city is built on. These sinkholes open rapidly in Guatemala City. The most famous one was happened in 2010. It swallowed a three-story factory and a house. Shamuk Canape is one of the unique geographical features in Guatemala. It's a series of limestone bridges and caves located in central Guatemala. It is not for the faint-hearted, it's hard to get to, but the cool, clear water and the amazing landscape is worth the trip. Lanquin Caves are another famous place. It's called Heart of Heaven for a reason. The ceiling of the cave is almost 50 feet high, and the wall glimmers due to the minerals in the limestone. If you go deep enough, you will find an entire colony of bats hiding in the darkness. Arcatenego volcano is erupting. It's live. It's spewing lava. Beautiful red. But you can go see in Guatemala. Let's get to know Belize a little bit more. So the capital of Belize is Belmopan. This is relatively a new capital city. Before Belmopan became capital, Belize City was the capital. And Hurricane Haiti destroyed Belize City in 1961. Then the capital was moved to Belmopan. Belmopan is the smallest capital in North and South America with a population of just over 12,000. You cannot talk about Belize without talking about Belize Barrier Reef. It's the longest in the Western Hemisphere and the second longest in the entire world. It runs the entire Caribbean coast of Belize. It's about 300 kilometers long. The Great Blue Hole, which is about 120 meters deep, is part of the Barrier Reef. And it's a diverse paradise. And it's home to a wide diversity of plants and animals. It is one of the most diverse ecosystems in the planet. Belize is home to many caves, but everything is big in Rio Frio Cave. The 265-foot arched entryway in either end of the cave leave you in awe. The steam flows through the boulders, forming a pool with cascading falls. It's beautiful. Let's look at El Salvador. Capital is San Salvador, home to the largest stadium in Central America, the Estadio Cuscatlan. It seats over 53,000 people. It's also home to the largest shopping center in Central America, Metro Centro. Cotapara caldera is the large, beautiful crater lake. The volcanic crater lakes. It's about 26 square kilometers. It's one of the largest lakes in El Salvador. The important part is there is an island made of lava inside the crater. So the crater lake formed and then there is a volcano erupted again and formed an island. It's called Tiapa. Let's explore Honduras. The capital city is Tegucigalpa. It's located in the hilly terrain that is bordered by the mountain. The city stands approximately 3,200 feet above sea level. Rio Platano Biosphere Reserve along the Mosquito Coast is in the World Heritage Danger List. It is one of the few remaining tropical rainforests in the Central America. Let's get to know Nicaragua. The capital is Managua. There is an archaeological site in Managua by the Lake Managua has the footprint proven to be 6,000 years old. It's a human footprint. Lake Nicaragua is the freshwater lake in Nicaragua. There are over 400 inlets, 3 islands and 2 volcanoes inside the lake. It's also home to freshwater sharks. Another great place in Nicaragua is Cerro Negro volcano. It is a beautiful black mountain. You can go to the top, trek up to the top, and volcano board down the hill wearing an orange boiler suit. I never heard of volcano boarding before, but that sounds interesting. Time for Costa Rica. The capital of Costa Rica is San Jose. San Jose is technically in the middle of tropical rainforest. If you go outside the city for a few miles, you will find yourself in a tropical rainforest. You will experience the trees and the shrubberies that are in the rainforest and the humidity and all the animals that you would expect in a real rainforest. One of the amazing places in Costa Rica is Poas volcano. It shows how powerful the geothermal forces can be. You will see the sulfuric bubbling green rain-fed lake at the bottom, surrounded by smoke and steam. The water from the lake seeps through the cracks in the hot rock and evaporate to create this steam that look like a fog. The other one is the Cloud Forest Biological Reserve is home to an impressive 2.5% of the whole worldwide diversity. The forest is home to over 2,500 plant species, 100 mammals, 400 species of birds, and 120 species of reptile. That's a lot. Finally, time to get to know Panama. Panama is the only place in the world that you can see the sunrise in the Pacific Ocean and the sunset in Atlantic Ocean. Capital of Panama is Panama City. Panama City is the only city that has a rainforest within the city limits. So we looked at Managua that has the rainforest surrounded. Here the rainforest is within the city. You may have noticed I usually talk about the geographical features, if not ecological features of each country because this is geography nuts. So we talk about geography and geology. But I cannot talk about Panama and not to mention the Panama Canal. The canal is one of the best man-made industrial feat of the 20th century and a testament to the human brilliance. It's a must-see place in Panama. Central America. It has 7 countries: Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Nicaragua. Population of all those 7 countries are 45 million. Total area of Central America, which means the 7 countries, is 522,000 square kilometers. The largest city is Guatemala City. There is no spot in Central America that's more than 200 kilometers away from the ocean. Panama has 5,637 kilometers of coastal line and 1,518 islands for such a small country. El Salvador went to war with Honduras after a soccer game in 1969. It lasted only 100 hours. It's also called a 100-hour war. Belize has the Jaguar Reserve, the only one in the world. Central American biodiversity is about 7.5% of the total world biodiversity. Chocolate was the choice of currency for ancient Mayans. Belize has some 900 Mayan sites. Approximately 13,000 to 14,000 ships and vessels pass through the canal every year. This is just an introduction to Central America, but hope you find it fascinating and we piqued your interest. We will explore each of this country in detail in the future. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. It means a lot to us.